Another episode, but same outfit. Am I broke or am I broke? Today's question, we're going to ask our fellow Singaporeans what is on our banknotes. Will this make them go, oh, I know, let's find out. You know, on our banknotes, who is on it? That guy's face. Who is he?
The first Prime Minister, is it? President or Prime Minister?
Oi,
It's
The guy's.
I don't live in Singapore.
I don't know. It's the Yusof something. I don't know.
So, do you know his name? You know, on our banknotes,
Yeah.
like $2, $5.
Yeah.
Who is on it? What's his name?
Yusof Ishak.
And who is he?
Wasn't he like the first president?
Prime Minister?
No, sorry, president.
Yes.
All right, let's move to Prime Minister. Again.
Yeah, president. Yeah.
He's our first president of Singapore.
Absolutely right. Now, at the back of our banknotes, what do you think it showcases?
Showcases the historical landmarks in Singapore.
Landmarks.
There's a Singapore river on them.
Landscape. Singapore landscape.
Right.
You're so bad at
Landscape, Singapore River. Maybe what's at the back of a $2 note? Do you know?
Is it like the sports?
Could I take it out?
What is this? Is it a school?
I think it represents the education in Singapore.
Education is correct. Well done. What do you think the building is?
MOE?
MOE. Ken. And what's on the back of our banknotes? Just name me anyone.
The tree. Thank you.
Is it the tree?
The tree.
The tree.
Absolutely right, the Tembusu tree. And which note is that on?
You should be in this.
Prompting. Yeah, she's on prompting.
You are better at this, girl. $5 note, $5.
Well done. I think Celeste gets the gift card. The rest just stand and watch.
We're just the motivation.
Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. Sign your. Don't call me sir. They call me sir. Okay, here's giving you answers you can take note of for our Singapore notes here. That's it. On the portrait, we got our first president, Encik Yusof bin Ishak. At the back are actually themes that are very closely linked to his life. For $2, for example, we got education. For $5, it's Garden City. For $10, it's sports. For $50, it's arts. For $100, it's youth. For $1,000, it's government. And for $10,000, it's economy. Now, do note for the $10,000 note and the $1,000 note has been discontinued since 2014 and 2021 respectively to reduce the risk of money laundering. They're watching, huh? Now, on the $2 note, you see the theme of education. On the back, you will see three prominent institutions. The first one being Victoria Bridge School, the second being the Old Raffles Institution over at Bras Basah Road, and the third one being the College of Medicine. Now, these three institutions were actually very closely linked to our first president, Encik Yusof bin Ishak. Now, this represents the preferred Singaporean journey when it comes to education, primary, secondary and tertiary. Now for this note, you will see a 200-year-old Tembusu tree which is still standing at the Singapore Botanic Gardens. Amazing stuff. And for this tree, it represents the Singapore spirit of strength, resilience, as well as always striving for progress. Now for this note, it represents the 5 popular sports pursuits here in Singapore. We got land and water sports. Now for land, we got jogging, football, as well as tennis. And for water sports, we got swimming as well as sailing. I'm very surprised basketball isn't in this one, but according to my notes, it represents Singapore's ruggedness. For this note, there are 2 things, visual art as well as performance art. Let's start with performance art. We got the 4 classical instruments, talking about the Chinese pipa, the Malay kompang, the Indian veena, and the classical violin, which represents our 4 predominant cultures here in Singapore. And for visual art, we have art pieces which include the gibbon and drying salted fish, which represents the success of artists here in Singapore. For this particular note, it's all about youth in 3 different aspects. We're talking about the aspirations, ruggedness, and community spirit in youth here in Singapore. And we also feature them in service, in action, and in leadership development. So see if we can spot the uniform groups that we feature on this note, and not forgetting the National Service Officer. Now, for this note, it's all about government. So we feature the executive, the legislature, as well as the judiciary. Now, we got 3 prominent government buildings on this note as well, mainly the Parliament House, we got the Istana, as well as Supreme Court. See if we can spot them. Now, for this note, it shows you Singapore's aspiration when it comes to our economy, one that is knowledge-based as well as tech-driven. And it also shows you Singapore's drive to create a high-tech manufacturing hub. And see if we can spot the circuit board that completes the note's design. There you go. All right, they're all honing, affecting our sound. Thank you so much.